अजीज़ तलबा और तालबात, फ़रूक फाउंडेशन ऑनलाइन स्कूल के ज़रिए यकसा नसाब के मुताबिक तालीम हासिल करें। अगर हमारी वीडियोस पसंद आएँ तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करें और बेल आइकन को लाजमी दबाएं ताकि आइंदा आने वाली तालीमी वीडियोस आप हासिल कर सकें।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम बच्चों, उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। बच्चों, ऑनलाइन स्कूल से आप मुकम्मल तालीम हासिल करके बोर्ड का इम्तहान बराए जमात नहम और दहम बेहतर तौर पर पास कर सकते हैं। आप अपनी उम्र और तालीम के मुताबिक मज़ीद तालीम हासिल करें। वालिदैन से फ़ोन या कंप्यूटर पर हमारी वीडियोस के ज़रिए तालीम हासिल करने की दरख्वास्त करें। रोज़ाना 1 से 2 घंटे ऑनलाइन पढ़ाई करें और जब आप स्कूल जाएंगे तो आपको मज़ीद किसी मदद की ज़रूरत नहीं होगी। इस तरह पढ़ाई करके अपना वक्त और वालिदैन के अखराजात में बचत कर सकते हैं। ऑनलाइन स्कूल की कोई फ़ीस नहीं है। आप जूम पर भी क्लासेस का फ़ायदा उठा सकेंगे। हर मजमून की मुकम्मल तालीमी वीडियोस मौजूद हैं। पंजाब करिकुलम एंड टेक्स्ट बुक बोर्ड का हो। Dear students, as you know, we have started unit 3, fraction. Learning outcomes. After completing this unit, you will be able to express the fractions in figures and vice versa. Match the fractions with related figures. Recognize proper and improper fractions. Then differentiate between proper and improper fractions. Identify equivalent fractions from the given figures. Write 3 equivalent fractions for a given fraction. We have completed all these topics in our previous lesson. We have expressed the fractions, the figures. We have matched the fractions with the relative figures. We know what is proper and improper fractions, and we differentiate between them. We also identify equivalent fractions from the given figures, and we also write 3 equivalent fractions for a given fraction. So today our topic is compare fractions with same denominators using these symbols. Add 2 fractions with same denominators. Today we will learn how to compare fractions with same denominators using these symbols. By using these symbols, we will compare fractions by using these symbols: less than, greater than, or equal to. Add 2 fractions with same denominators. We will add 2 fractions with the same denominators. Let's recap what we learned in our previous lesson. We learned what is fraction. Fraction is basically part of a whole. We have taken the example of a circle, or we can say pizza. It has 4 equal parts, and these total is representing the fraction. How many parts are there? 4. And the upper part is the numerator and the lower part is the denominator. Common fractions after completing this exercise 1. We also differentiate between proper and improper fractions. Like what are proper fractions and what are improper fractions? Proper fractions are those fractions in which the numerator is smaller than the denominator. For example, 2 by 3, 5 by 8, they are the example of proper fraction. And improper fraction are those fractions in which numerator is greater than the denominator. For example, 7 by 4 or 8 by 8. In improper fractions, the numerator and the denominator equal to the numerator can be equal to the denominator in improper fractions. Then we completed exercise 2. Then we also learned what are equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are those fractions we get after simplifying. Actually they look different, but actually they are the same. As you can see here, they look different, but actually they add the same quantity of bread. We have taken the example of bread. Omer, Nushin and Izar ate. First divide the bread into, Omer divides it into half, then Nushin it into 4 equal parts, and Izar it into 8 equal parts. Okay, after dividing they ate the bread. and actually they ate the same portion of the bread. After completing this, we also started the exercise, and we have completed this exercise 3 as well. Now let's start our today's topic, that is comparison of fractions. Our today's topic is comparison of fraction. यानी हम आज के इस लेसन में फ्रैक्शंस को कंपेयर करेंगे कि ये रादर एक फ्रैक्शन दूसरे फ्रैक्शन से रादर इज इट ग्रेटर, स्मॉलर और इक्वल टू. Okay, let's start. Comparison of fractions, that is on page 87. Ali eats 3/8 part of a bread. Saba eats 5/8 part of a bread. As you can see in this circle, this circle is divided into 8 equal parts, and Ali eats 3 parts of a bread. And in this figure, you can see this bread is divided into 8 equal parts, and Saba eats 5 out of 8. I'm going to draw this figure for you. This circle is divided into 8 equal parts. Here you can see 4 parts and further divided into 8 equal parts. Now let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And draw another circle. Now dividing it into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ali eats 3 parts of this bread. Now I have shaded these 3 parts, and Saba eats 5 out of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we will compare these two fractions by using the symbols less, greater or equal to. This is 3/8 and this is 5/8. We have to write it in the form of fraction, and we are comparing these fractions. Now the question is, who ate less bread? When denominators of the fractions are same, we compare their numerators. In 3/8 and 5/8, denominators are same, but numerators are different. That is, 3 is smaller than 5. So 3/8 smaller than 5/8. Therefore, we can say Ali ate less bread. यानी आपने इन दोनों fractions को compare करना है symbols use करते हुए 3/8 and 5/8. 3/8 and 5/8. We will use these symbols. This 3 is less than 5, so we will use this symbol less than 5/8. It means Ali eats less bread than Saba. Now let's read the key point. In two fractions with same denominator, a fraction having greater numerator than other fraction is a greater fraction, while fractions with same numerator are equal fractions. यानी आपके पास दो fractions में अगर उनके denominators सेम हैं तो आपने उनके numerators को compare कर लेना. A fraction having greater numerator than other fraction is a greater fraction. यानी अब यहाँ पे आपके पास दो fraction थे, दोनों के denominators सेम थे 8 और 8, तो आपने इनके numerator को compare कर लेना है. वो fraction बड़ा होगा जिसका numerator बड़ा होगा. तो यहाँ पर 5/8 बड़ा है कि इसका numerator बड़ा है 3 से. While fractions with same numerator are equal fractions. For example, if they are the same, then they are said to be equal fraction. यानी अगर उनके numerator same हैं तो वो equal fractions हैं हमारे पास. Now exercise 4, that is on page 88. In exercise 4, we will just compare the fractions by using the symbols. Let's read the question 1. Color the following figures according to fractions and then use less or greater sign. color the following figures according to fractions and then use less or greater sign. We have to color these figures and we have to use the symbols, rather they are equal to, rather they are greater or less. First of all, we will see what fraction is given to us. First part, 3/8 and 5/8. Okay, now let's color first this circle. Color three parts of this figure. 1, 2, 3. 3/8. 1, 2, 3. Now color 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we have to do, we have to use these signs to compare which fraction is greater or which is smaller. Now as you can see, these their denominators are the bottom terms and the top term is the numerator. And as you can see, 8 and 8, their denominators are same. Now we will compare their numerators. 3 and 5, which is smaller, 3 or 5? Yes, 3. So which sign we are going to use, greater or smaller? Yes, this sign is for smaller, less than. We will use this sign. 3/8 is smaller than 5/8. Next, second, as you can see, this is a box, this is a rectangle and it is divided into 4 parts, and this rectangle is also divided into 4 parts. 3/4 and 2/4. We have to color these figures 3/4. It means we have to color 3 parts out of 4. So let's color them. 1, 2 and 3. We have colored these 3 parts. Now next figure, 2/4. We have to color 2 parts out of 4. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Okay, as you can see, I have colored these figures, and now we have to use the symbols less or greater. You can use lead pencil or pencil colors as well for coloring. Now we have to use these symbols, less or greater sign. Okay, 3/4 and 2/4. First of all, see their denominators, they are same. Now see their numerators, 3 and 2. Now we have to compare. ठीक है, यानी हमने अब इनका कंपैरिजन करना है, इनको कंपेयर करना है कि कौन सा इसमें जो है न्यूमरेटर बड़ा है. ठीक है, अब 3 बड़ा है या 2? 3 बड़ा है, तो इसका साइन हम यूं ऐसे रखेंगे. ठीक है, लाइक दिस. जो बड़ा होगा उसकी तरफ फेस. ठीक है, अब अगर यहाँ पे इस एग्जांपल में ये 5 बड़ा था तो उसकी तरफ फेस, लाइक दिस, these 2 fingers. Okay, so I'm going to draw here 3/4 is greater than 2/4. Now third, as you can see, this is a square and this square is divided into 3 equal parts, and this is also divided into 3 equal parts, because in comparison the denominators is same and we have to compare their numerators as well. So first of all, 1/3 and 2/3. Now let's color just one part of this square. 1/3. 1 and 2/3. Just color these 2 parts. 1 and 2. Okay, dear students, we have to color the figures and we have to find the answer by using these sign. Okay, now we have to use the sign 1/3 and 2/3. I have told you before, whatever amount is greater, you have to use you have to write the face of that symbol towards it. And now 1 is greater or 2? 2 बड़ा है तो आपने उसकी तरफ like this face कर देना है. ठीक है, तो हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे 1/3 is less than 2/3, यानी लेस, ये इससे छोटा है ना 2 से, तो इसलिए हमने फेस 2 की तरफ कर दिया क्योंकि 2 बड़ा है. Now fourth part,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 boxes are there in this rectangle, and we have to color 5 out of 8. Let's color them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have colored 5 parts. Next, 3 by 8. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we have to use the sign whether which fraction is greater or smaller than the other. Here you can see 5 by 8 and 3 by 8. Their denominators are same. We have to compare their numerators. यानी हम इनके numerators को compare करेंगे. 5 बड़ा है या 3. As you can see, 5 is greater than 3. So we will face like this. 2 fingers like this. And we will use this symbol greater. 5 by 8 is greater than 3 by 8. Is it clear? We have completed this question 1 in which we colored the figures and we use these sign. This sign is for less, and this sign is for greater. This sign is for smaller, and this sign is for greater. Okay, now question 2. Question 2 is very easy and interesting. Use less or greater and equal to in the following fractions. Use smaller or greater than or equal to in the following fractions. यानी आपने इन questions में, इन fractions में ये symbols use करने हैं. This symbol is for smaller. This symbol is for greater. This symbol is for equal to. First part, 3 by 9 and 5 by 9. As you can see, their denominators are same. And we have to compare their numerators, 3 and 5. Now which one is smaller and which one is greater? 5 is greater and 3 is smaller. So we have to face towards 5. Yes, like this. It means it is smaller than 5. 3 is smaller than 5. We'll use this symbol. Second, 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. 5 is the denominator. The bottom term is the denominator and the top term is the numerator. Now see 3 and 2. 3 is greater and 2 is smaller than 3. So we will face towards 3 like this. We'll face towards 3 like this. We will use this symbol. 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 5. Third part, 4 by 7 and 4 by 7. Now their denominators are same and their numerators are same as well. So which symbol we are going to use? Yes, equal to. We will use this symbol because both are equal. यानी ये दोनों fractions same हैं, इसलिए हम इसमें ये equal to का symbol use करेंगे. Fourth part, 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. 2 बड़ा है या 1? Yes, 2 is greater than 1, so we will use greater. 2 by 3 is greater than 1 by 3. We will face like this towards 2. Fifth, 4 by 9 and 4 by 9. Both are same, the numerators and denominators. So we will use symbol equal to. Sixth part, 5 by 11 and 3 by 11. Now you have to think which one is greater, 5 or 3. Yes, 5 is greater. So we will face 2 fingers towards 5 like this. 5 by 11 is greater than 3 by 11. We have completed this exercise for question 1 and question 2. In question 1 we have colored the figures and we used these symbols, and in question 2 we just used these symbols for the given fractions. Now next topic, addition of fractions. Now we will learn how to add fractions with the same denominators but their numerators will be different. Zaryab and Nayab ordered one pizza. The pizza was divided into 8 equal parts. Zaryab ate 3 pieces of pizza. Nayab ate 2 pieces of pizza. How much pizza did they eat all together? Now we have Zaryab and Nayab. They ordered one pizza and the pizza was divided into 8 equal parts. Zaryab ate 3 pieces of pizza and Nayab ate 2 pieces. How much pizza did they eat all together? We have to find how much pizza did they eat all together. यानी यहाँ पर हमारे पास जो क्वेश्चन में स्टेटमेंट गिवन है कि ज़रियाब और नयाब ने एक पिज़्ज़ा ऑर्डर किया. पिज़्ज़ा डिवाइड था 8 इक्वल पार्ट्स में. ज़रियाब ने उसमें से 3 पीसेस खाए और नयाब ने 2 पीसेस. हमने फाइंड आउट करना है कि दोनों ने टोटल कितने पीसेस खाए. नाउ यू कैन सी हियर दिस इज द पिज़्ज़ा and this pizza is divided into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Zaryab ate 3 out of 8. And उसने 3 pieces 8 में से 3 pieces खाए और नयाब ने 2. Now we have to calculate their total 8. यानी उन दोनों ने मिला के कितने pieces खाए. To find the total quantity of pizza, we will add 3 by 8 and 2 by 8. Total pizza eaten 3 by 8 plus 2 by 8. Now see the key fact. To add fractions with the same denominators, we add numerators only. यानी जब यहाँ पर हमारे पास दोनों के denominators same हैं तो हमने just उनके numerators को add कर लेना है. So we will write the denominator just one time and we will draw a line here. 3 plus 2. So we have 3 plus 2, 5 by 8. Must remember this key fact. To add fractions with same denominators, we add numerators only. Let's take one more example of this addition of fractions. I'm going to write here 5 by 6 plus 3 by 6. Now we have to add these two fractions. So we have to draw a line here. Just write the denominator at once and add the numerators. 5 plus 3 collectively write here 5 plus 3. Now add them. 5 plus 3, 8 by 6. So this is the addition of fractions. See another example. Add 1 by 4 and 2 by 4 throw figures. Add 1 by 4 and 2 by 4 throw figures. We have to add 1 by 4 and 2 by 4 through figures. यानी आपने इनको figures के through add करना है. You can see here this is the rectangle and just one part is colored. Out of 4, 1 by 4 plus we have to find how many parts are colored. And another figure there are 2 parts that are colored. 2 by 4. Now add them collectively. We have 1 plus 2, 3 by 4. Just colored 3 parts out of 4. So we have shown through figures as well. In this way we can add the fractions in which we just need to add their numerators. Numerators are those terms that are on the top and we have to write the denominator just at once. We will do exercise 5 in next lesson. Today we have completed comparison of fractions in which we compared the fraction which one is greater, smaller or equal to by using the symbols. And we have completed exercise 4 in which we colored the figures by using these symbols, smaller, greater or equal to. And in question 2 we use these symbols smaller, greater or equal to in the following fractions. The fractions that are given, we just applied these symbols correctly. And then we learn how to add fractions. If their denominators are same, just we need to add their numerators. Now we will start exercise 5 in next lesson. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.